going on, gang? It's your boy, Kenzie Gamefowl. Back with you. Where did we just leave? The feed store! Ha ha ha! Broker than ever. No, but we just left the feed store, and right before that we left Popeyes. And I got me some of that Louisiana fare. But no. How hot is it? 90 degrees today. This place has stayed basically untouched for many, many years. That guy right there, you see the garden? No, he ain't no kin to the feed people, but they all like family right here. This trailer right here, they rent that trailer out. I think they rent it out to like different people. Back in probably 2010 maybe, around 2010, 2008, the resident that stayed there had a brand new Mustang GT 500. And when I tell you that thing was top of the line, that thing was top of the line. It was brand new off the showroom floor. The car, look, dang, there's the guy right there. The car cost 2 times as much as the trailer. But let me show y'all something. They ain't gonna run out right now. This guy's got an underground fence, underground electric like fence for his dogs, so the dogs will run out here right to the edge of the dirt road, but they will not go farther past that. And it's been like that ever since. The same time with the Mustang guy on there. I've been coming here for years, man, and it's just crazy. Like, the houses and everything stay the same, but like little things change, you know what I mean? And after you be around something for so long and see it, you'll notice those little changes. Let me see if I can show y'all something right fast. Show y'all where we used to have a lot of derbies at. All right, so there's a house directly across from the chicken feed place, and it's a dirt road. A trailer, a guy named Keith used to stay back there. He don't stay there no more. Why did they put that fence up? Oh my God, they got a moving fence now through there. I guess some legit people actually bought it. But that trailer back there, they said a bunch of fly pins and stuff in it. But right here, I'm about to show y'all the edge of this field where you can go back through here. Oh man. Well, you can see right there to the dirt road. You take that dirt road all the way back around. Like, you take that dirt road and just follow it, right? And it goes back there to the back of them woods, like behind where Keith's house is. And there was a big barn back there. It was like an old backer barn that they transformed into a big derby barn. You couldn't see it, didn't know about it unless you was back there. And we had a bunch of good times out there, man. But so it just makes sense. They sell gamecock feed here. A lot of people around here's got gamecocks, you know. Right here in a minute, we're actually about to pass the place I grew up at. Me and my dad, when my dad was in the Army, I would ride my bike, he would jog right here to this bridge. Every day after school. He would jog, we would jog all the way from the house. I'm gonna show y'all where we stayed at, but we would jog all the way around this curve. It was easy going there, but on the way back, going up this hill, you know, it wasn't the easiest for me when I was, you gotta think I was probably only, man, I couldn't have been 5, 6 years old. Maybe 7 at the most. But we were Right all the way down here. And to me, being a little kid, riding my bicycle on the road behind it, man, I thought I was the junk, you know what I mean? I thought I was it. But that was just one of the experiences that made me who I was today. But yeah, right here at P Bridge, man. My good buddies still stay right there. That's who actually done my concealed weapons permit. But this is where we used to stay, not in that same trailer. And our cousins stayed right there in that trailer. That is the same trailer that they stayed in. But they had chickens, we had chickens. My dad and them had got a double wide. It was a nice double wide too. I mean, everybody over here, like there was a few of us in the neighborhood that got double wides around the same time. My friend Ricky that works at the feed mill, he stayed right behind us. He still stays back there. And he had got a double wide. And that was around the same time my dad got his double wide. And they thought we were selling dope. But we wasn't, man. My dad just worked a lot. I mean, he drove trucks and was in the Army. And he was a hustler, you know, trying to get it. Hey, Bridge, man. If you keep going on straight down there, you'll go to my grandmother's house. That, you know, basically got me into the chicken. So we lived, that's a road called P Bridge. That tattoo right there, homemade, that PB, that's what that stands for. I done it when I was super young, by hand, with a needle. Just, it's the only tattoo I got to. And I did it when I was like 16. I remember where I was sitting at when I was doing it. I still can't believe that I got the P and the B actually so like perfect. The M I messed up on because I really didn't know what I was going to do. But I don't even know how I just got on going from chickens to tattoos to houses and all, man. But this is it, man. This is it. Carolina, baby. Cornfields, especially in the Sand Hills region right here. Cornfields, oak trees, pine trees, duck hunting, chicken fighting, pit bulldogs. This is what you're getting, babe. This is what you're getting. But yeah, this place holds, no matter where I go, man. No matter where I go. Hasty, P Bridge. All this will definitely hold me true to the game, you know what I mean? Oh, Hasty store right here, look. A man and a wife is on their zero turn and they're going to Hasty store. Killing the game. But yeah, man, I got a lot of people that lives out here. One, it's crazy because like both sides of my family, my mom's side and my dad's side, they're like, they didn't grow up far from each other, you know, because this is not a real big town anyways. And if you was country and low to middle class, you basically push to the outskirts of the city, you know. You ain't gonna be there right around where all the middle to the upper class people are. You just can't afford that living, you know what I mean? But I mean, there's plenty of people out here that's got acreage. They're not poor, but y'all get what I'm saying. So, but you know, we always had a little bit of land. But yeah, man, I grew up on the Trailer Park Boys. You know what I mean? The Trailer Park Boys. What y'all know about that? Y'all know anything about the Trailer Park Boys? But so we just bought feed. St. Andrews Equestrians. They do horse ridings, horse racing, barrel jumps. They have $5 million in white fence around this property. Crazy. There's more stalls back there. I don't know if y'all can see them. It's kind of hard. I know it's kind of hard for y'all to see when I'm doing everything through the front camera, but that is the pinnacle of horse. That is the pinnacle of horse racing and training exercise and stuff right there. To St. Andrews, if they don't do nothing else, they take care of them horses. Them horses got coats on. You understand? In the winter time when you come through there, them horses got coats on. Like they legit with it. But yeah, so we just bought feed. Head to the farm now. Late start today. But I did get my store figured out. I figured out exactly what was wrong with it. I had to call customer service and basically let them do a deep dive through my profile and figure out why exactly, what was going on, why was it going on. But they got it sorted out. Long story short, they got it sorted out. I got a couple items uploaded already on there. After going through all that, I was like, I'm not about to sit here and upload these 100 items all back to back. So I did a few. The rest will be coming. I don't know if I will go back and put every single item that I did have on the site back on there. I know a lot of y'all didn't even get to see them, some of them, but others y'all did. So if an item maybe you liked, you know, it doesn't get put back on the site, maybe if you can let me know, I can put it back on there. I just don't want to put a lot of different items on there that's taking up space of stuff that people's not going to buy. You understand what I'm saying? So, but like I said, if it's something that you do like and it's your preference or something, I have no problem putting it back up there. That is the whole reason why I'm doing this. And I got more stuff coming too on it, some stuff that I haven't even put up on there before, some new stuff. So, but I'm right now, as y'all can see, I'm stuck behind a bus. I'm limited on my speed. The sky just got dark out of nowhere. It was 90 degrees and sunny as I don't know what, and now the sky's getting dark. Watch my look. My look is, it's sunny, 90 degrees. I come out, buy chicken feed, sunny, 90 degrees. It's been an hour. I get to the chicken yard and it starts raining. How much you bet me? I'm gonna end this video. I'll be at home. I'll be at the chicken yard in about 10, 12 minutes. And if it starts back raining, I will start recording again. If it doesn't, I'll just see y'all when I start back this vlog. So let's find out. The chocolate gray stag. Pretty spangled on it. Chocolate gray, baby. The chocolate stag. Look at that almighty. I'm telling you guys, these grays, it's gonna be they're gonna have a pretty white back on them. These grays is the best grays I think it's really about anywhere. Pure chocolate gray. And you see, this is my first time ever handling them. Okay, beautiful. Chocolate gray. I'm gonna go ahead and put him in a cage. I can't risk him something happening to him. But I've noticed some of my birds are like they're venturing out very, very far. And my neighbor called me and told me I had 15 stags over at his house, so I had to go grab them. And this is one of them. So this is why I've called him up. And I'm like, Bear laying beside his favorite tree. And just so happened that rooster's there. He's already started hitting the wire on these little stags. Let me catch you. That's old Bear. Son of Cotton. The original. Great Pyrenees of Kenzie Gamefowl Life still member. Speaking of them, oh Eddie, where's Eddie? I got to find Eddie. Oh, I ain't heard of Eddie in the last few years. I hope he's good. Eddie Craig. That's my buddy, man. That's where I originally got my Pyrenees, my male Pyrenees from. That's a good dog, man. Yo, so I made a post asking who's got the best Asils that people would sell, you know. And we always find our way back to the age-old question of people saying that they have this bloodline of birds. And what makes it crazy is because nobody's supposed to have that bloodline of birds, and it's for a wide variety of birds. It's not just, you know, any one particular breed, but we're talking about Asils. The one that pops up is Bobby Bo's Asils. Now, it was said that when Bobby died, I think all the birds got killed. He didn't want anyone to have that bloodline because he did so well with them, you know. A lot of people don't like Asils, and they talk about Asils because they don't like the way they look. You understand what I'm saying? When people think of a game chicken, they think of a big, pretty, proud rooster. But the Orientals are game chickens. They are game chickens if game chickens were anything, because the Orientals were bred and used years back with short heel, naked heel. I mean, them Japs and them Cobra Asils, and they were all naked heel roosters, and I mean, they sit there and took punishment. But the thing about it is some of these people are in it to sell. They go by names. The people that's in it for breeding and what they want, they really don't care about a name. They just like what they like, you know. And that's my whole thing with these Asils. I really don't care what the name of an Asil is. I'm just looking for this particular. I'm looking for a certain stature of rooster, a certain stature of hen. I'm looking for a certain size. I'm looking for a certain look. All these different characteristics tie in to what, you know, people are looking for in these chickens, and everybody's different, you know. Some people like tall Asils. Some people like small Asils. Some people like black Japs, you know. But that's what makes the gamefowl, the breeders, the circle of breeders, this sport that we're in, that's what makes it so great, because everybody's got their own preferences, everybody's got their own likes, dislikes, and everybody gets a chance to, as long as you got money, you can breed and calculate everything you want, you know. And was it a fail or a success? I don't know. You be the judge of that, you know. But I've been really thinking about getting Asils ever since my buddy Mike Ryan. I went to his house a while back, some years ago, and he had some Asils. He didn't have many of them. I don't even know exactly where he got them from, but it was the coolest little broodcock he had. The little rooster he had was the coolest little thing, and he was the gamest little. He didn't give a dang what you put him up against, and they were just great cutters. They would always find a way to hit you. They evade something they didn't like getting hit, and they reminded me a lot of my cow and roundheads, because, you know, the cow and roundheads that show that Oriental blood at times, if you don't know how you breed them, especially if they're pure. And the Asils reminded me a lot of that, because the cow ones are real counteractive, and they really don't like getting touched, and they're basically never giving a chicken a chance to do anything. They're just smothering them in. And, you know, so I'm really thinking about getting some of them. I just have to I got to figure out exactly the ways I want to go with my farm and everything, because you don't want to overload yourself. I always try to tell people, you know, we want a lot of things. There's a lot of things that we want, that we wish we could have, that we don't have, that we probably don't need. And, you know, and chickens are the same way. And I've said it a billion times. Don't overrun yourself or overcrowd yourself with all these different breeds and neglect and fail to get everything out of what you got, because you're so focused on, your mind's at all these different places, and you really can't pinpoint exactly what you're trying to do. And it's happened to the best of us. It's happened to me. I've had to get rid of birds. That's like when I got my Spangled I could have kept both the Gerards and the Baumgartners. But I said, do I really need 2 Spangles? It's going to be so hard trying to keep up with everything. Let me do something I like. Let me figure out which one I like the most, which one will do my farm the best, and let me just, because why would you keep something that is inferior to something that's so close to it, you know? I hope I explained it right. I hope y'all got everything that I just said right there, because I know I can ramble sometimes. I can just run different topics, and I can just run. And sometimes it's hard to get the clear, full message when I'm saying stuff like that. So, but anyways, you know, another rainy day. It was sunny. Y'all see the first part of the video. It was sunny and beautiful. And now it's just cloudy and rainy. But that's North Carolina for you. I really don't know if there's any other state besides maybe North and South Carolina that the weather can change on the drop of a dime. And day by day, it's very unpredictable. You know. But yeah, so I made the post on there, and I just said, you know, who's got the best Asils that's willing to sell them, you know, and I got some friends that's got some good Asils. I just wanted to see what was out there. I like interacting with the people, getting the people talking, you know, because it's supposed to be the sport of kings, you know. But, so that's what's going on today, man. Today was feed day, and I didn't get too much footage on there because my brother's dogs was running crazy. I was trying to keep up with them, and that just kind of like threw me for a loop. I couldn't really get into where I could record, you know what I mean? I was just bam, 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 constantly rolling, constantly doing something, and I wasn't able to get a good, you know, get some good footage for today like I wanted to. But we'll be back at it tomorrow, and tomorrow will probably be more of the farm, you know, because I got some things coming up that I'm trying to do. Did catch chocolate gray stag today that I think, look at Dave, that was one of the guys that I worked with. I know that truck from anywhere. I think that little gray, see, I got a problem. Where my farm is now, I raise up chickens and I let them free range, and a few of them goes over to my neighbor's house, and he won't say nothing until they've been over there for a while. And, you know, last time it was his wife told my wife, hey, I think, you know, your chickens is over there, and I go over there and he's got like 6 stags and like 20 hens. You know what I mean? Like, of my good birds. I'm like, dude, I'm right here. Tell me, I'll come get them. He done bought a whole bag of chicken feed. He's feeding them and everything. And so I'm feeding up today. And that's that stag that's in this video. Feeding up today. And as you're feeding, and like I tell people to try to look around, observe things while you're out feeding and watering, because you'll notice things that's out of place or not right or stuff like that. So I'm throwing this feed to him, and I got this one little stag. He's staying off over there to the side. You can tell he really don't like being around a crowd of chickens. He really don't know to eat the feed I'm throwing down. He's like scaredly pecking at it and stuff. And I'm like, I look at his crawl, and I can see there's no feed in it. And I'm like, and like I said, he's staying over there by himself. So I ended up catching him up. And sure enough, he's not been over there at my farm. He's probably been away from my farm for the last month. And he finally showed back up today, because what they'll do is, them stags, the stags will break away. If there's a big rooster or a dominant rooster, he'll push them other stags away, or the dominant rooster will go away himself with about 20, with, you know, some hens, you know, 8, 10 hens. He'll take them hens and he'll go to one side of the yard and he'll stay over there. And that's what they do. That's what a lot of these breeders used to do on these farm walks. My uncle used to do it. He would take 4 roosters and go throw them out, good roosters, and he'll go throw out about 30 hens. And of course, he wouldn't throw them out side by side, but Sometimes he would do it at Stag. Sometimes he would take cocks out there, depending on how big the acreage was and stuff like that. He would go do that. And when he went to prison, he did that to one of my dad's properties. He went out there and threw just one rooster with like 10 hens. And whenever he got out of prison, like 3 years later, I think he had something like, over 100 stags that they pinned and caught up. And so it's just a lesson old as time. But yeah, I just wanted to say about that. If y'all know of any Asils in particular, any good breeders with breeding Asils, y'all comment and let me know, because I'm looking for some Asils. I'm not looking for some Asils right now. I'm looking at some Asils. I want to see what everybody's got, and I'm probably going to make my decision this fall. But I have a few people in mind. Like I said, I know some good ones. And I'm just going to keep looking and just keep seeing what's out there. But if y'all know any, let me know. Y'all drop a comment and just let me know, man. But I'm going to get up here. I'm going to end this video. Like I said, I know this wasn't too exciting. But, I just like getting on here and talking to the people. See what the people feeling, seeing what they thinking like. I do want to start going live on my YouTube channel. Getting those people interacting and stuff. I'm just trying to wait until I get a few more subscribers. So but y'all let me know, man. Like and subscribe to the YouTube channel. Follow us on all the social media accounts. Our website is back up and running, thegamefowlife.com. Right now we only have like 3 items uploaded, but some more will be uploaded by tonight, and majority of our items will be uploaded back in fully. In the next 2 days, everything should be at least close back to normal as we can get it. So y'all go check out the website, thegamefowlife.com, and get y'all some stuff, man. We back rolling.